Kasongo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeye Kasongo mbona wewe mobali nangae.
Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. This is day 3 of the Lake Turkana challenge. From the previous day we came in late, so you could not see us pitch our tents. But this morning you'll see us pack them up and get ready for the day ahead of us. This is Burnley's campsite, located in Kapenguria, approximately 20 kilometers from Kitale town. Besides finding the riots, the original plan was to camp outside the town to have some peace and quiet. As usual, we're talking about the previous day's activities and how the ride went, and then the plan for this day's ride, what to do, what not to do, what not to repeat. At this point, we were already done with breakfast and a very nice hot shower. So before we set off, we already knew that the temperatures of the destination are high, so we had to dress up as light as possible, not to be uncomfortable in the heat. Our main highlight today was getting to the sand. This was the most exciting bit for all of us. Little did we know, it's not a walk in the park. This was yet to be the most challenging part of our trip thus far. After loading up, we were now good to go. I would recommend for anybody looking for a campsite in this area, look no further and come to Burnley's campsite. First stop was the fueling station to fuel up and then have lunch because it was almost midday, and then hit the road. Over lunch, there was an interesting notice. If you know, you know. If you don't know, forget about it. The most powerful thing about bikes is they will always pull a crowd. Young, old, doesn't matter. People will always come around. In this territory, the kind of questions you'd get were, umetoka wapi? And that's to ask, where are you coming from? Unaenda wapi? Where are you headed? And the moment you name the destination, you start looking like a hero, about to accomplish a task that has never been accomplished. From this point, we had about 297 kilometers to cover. Half of it was along the mountain ranges, and the other half was on the beginning part of the desert that gets you to Lodwar, which was our final destination for today. From the earlier weather forecast, we knew that it's going to be a dry day, so we would be able to make it before sunset. The mountain ranges you see far ahead are the Cherangani Hills. These form the mountainous landscape between Kapenguria, where we're living now, to head to Lodwar. So right behind those ranges is exactly where the desert line begins, more like them forming a boundary line. The whole purpose of going for a trip is to take as many pictures as possible for the memories. That's why it takes a longer time to get to the destination and a shorter time to return. It's because we would have seen everything needed to be seen and now just going back home. This was now the beginning of seeing some sand on the road. On the other side are the mountain ranges, and then on this side is pure sand. The one thing as a biker you're going to worry about on this side of the world are crossing animals. Majority of these are going to be goats and sheep. We were stopped by the policemen. I think this must have been a boundary line. So they just wanted to find out who we are, where we're coming from, and where we're going. They really didn't bother us much, except wishing us a safe journey to our final destination.
where it's coming. Is there enough space? Let it pass there. Let it pass there. Side. Up.
There is something about taking all the pictures for good memories, and there is another living through the moment. We made sure we lived through each and every moment because we knew we were not coming back anytime soon. That's not to say that we shall never come back, but never trust a biker with his keys and some spare time. He will go where the bike asks him to go. After jubilating and dancing away for having arrived at our destination without issues and before the sunset, that's when the real adventure started. To begin with, if you use Google Maps on your travels, you know it's going to give you the shortest route to your destination. But not necessarily the best route available. I don't know who it was, but somebody said shortcuts are never short. In the biker world, we call this baptism. So the first biker got baptized this evening. I know you're wondering what just happened. Yeah, the bike switched off. Coming into the sand in the wrong gear, the bike won't have enough power to dig through. Looks like piece of cake, yeah? Wait till you're stuck in the sand and you have to get out. It's only getting started. After getting out of the thick sand, I decided to move further ahead to give some distance for the remaining bikers behind to catch up without having to stop. That is mistake number 2. Never stop in the middle of the sand.
Almost took me down. Even me. And it shows we are going through here, but here seems rocky. But we have to hurry and get the sun to go. What I'm not sure of is if GPS is giving me a shortcut, because we left the main road there. Yeah. After we have gone through the main road.
After waiting 20 minutes with Dr. Steven, we decided to turn back and go because it seemed a bit long for the rest to catch up. Now we knew something is wrong. Something is up. From a distance, we started seeing the lights. So now we were just sure that they are stuck in the sand and we were not taking the bikes back. We decided to park on the side and walk there to see how to get the bikes out of that thick sand.
Yeah? And this one? Is it coming? Is he okay? I think so. He fell. He fell. I wanted to look at you. I was suffering. Even now went down. Oh, you can't push him. You can't in the bush. Oh, let me go.
Yep, biker one had been baptized. He dropped the bike in the sand.
Now, what happened?
Well, the issue wasn't a big one. The bike was removed from the sand and then we were able to move forward. We just had to get the rider up ahead so that he's able to move ahead of us.
We go. Yeah? You put it back in the road. No, here is Kawa. Oh. Here is okay. Can you guys give distance so that someone
After using Google Maps all the way from Kampala, we started getting trust issues. We decided to get a boda to lead us to our hotel by just giving him the name. At this point, Google Maps was correct, but we just wanted to be extra cautious and sure that we are not taking any more unnecessary shortcuts. The locals kept riding their bikes with ease, making us look like beginner riders. Well, for all of us on this team, none of us had ridden in the sand. We had all the information required, but didn't utilize it until the worst came to the worst. Let me just put it this way. All of us had our tires inflated for riding on tarmac. We had not deflated the tires for riding in the sand. After passing through another section of thick sand, I knew I have to stop nearby. Anything can happen at this moment in time. And indeed, extra hands were going to be needed. Someone had dropped the bike again.
Kasongo mbona wewe songa libala yeye Kasongo mbona wewe mobali nangae.
I know you're wondering why it's so funny, but the bikes that have been dropped so far are one of the best bikes for adventure in their category. Culprit number 1 was up and running. Now we had to deal with the second one. If there's anything called cheating in the sand, is what these two did. They decided to pass on the sides of the hard pack and avoid the soft sand in the middle. After all, the mission was to get to the destination. Didn't matter how you got there. At this point in time, now we had a gist of things, so there was no more bike dropping. Well, at least for today. And our final destination for the night was Nap Guest House. This is where we decided to spend the night, not so far away from the main road.
Don't worry, I have evidence. Empirical evidence. Are you for real? By the time you reach Turkana. Hey. Finally! Back to my fire! you for real?
So you have to, you know what has been disturbing us? We came on the highway with high pressure.
Yes.
You're supposed to take down the pressure. Take down the pressure, the tire widens. So the dancing.
But also, there's a skill, not over accelerate.
Yeah, you play with throttle.
Yes. You have
But
to,
also you have to let the bike take itself.
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't be like,
Eventually you go to the lowest point.
yes, yeah.
What's the best tip for us?
Haven't you missed the sunset?
Actually, missed it. So either we do something.
Baptism by fire. Now, when you go back to Kampala, the amount of people should talk. Holiday. But when you're talking, you know right.
Welcome to Turkana, I'm giving both of you.